the me speaking without any
Oh, yeah,
audio.
they don't read lips? I
Operators,
mean,
no.
come on.
All
Come on,
right,
social players.
so take two. Hello, everyone, to the Socialblade live stream number 1. My name is Castelcade, and I am your host, and we're going to be talking about some random stuff today. Ergo, explain yourself.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ergo, and I guess the easiest way to describe me is I started this whole thing, Social Blade, so
I didn't
hi!
know that.
Also, I'm sick, so I
Sorry to hear.
apologize for my horrible voice.
He's going through puberty.
I was gonna say,
I'm
I
going
was
through.
sick earlier too, but
I'm 33 years old and I'm going through puberty.
awesome, just awesome. Now, Sonicorp Studios, who the hell are you?
I'm that guy you never heard, but you probably should hear of, because not only am I
And in take
definitely
one,
am
you were the
support-
guy that no one could hear. Sorry.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah,
that.
this is true.
I'm sorry. Maybe we should just keep that in.
Yeah, I think so.
Just have a giant annotation. I'm sorry.
Go on, Dave. Sorry.
When you guys are viewing the Social Blade Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus page, when you go and view the YouTube tips, that's all me managing everything. I'm the support manager. Support tickets on the support links and everything at socialblade.com. I manage quite a bit, and I'm happy to do so. So if you guys have any questions or comments or thoughts or something that's just flat out broken, yell at me so I can yell at Kestel, and it'll all be fixed.
That's generally how it works.
As far as Sonic Corp Studios, it's my personal YouTube channel. I fly really dangerous things called multi-rotors, sharp spinny blades, and I attach cameras to them and closed captions.
I don't have any paper near me. Don't do this to me. We should have discussed this prior.
Oh. And
Well, people in the
yeah.
chat were saying no sign language. I can't do sign language, so that was for Bethel.
Ah. And last but not least, the one wearing Razer headphones that are very bright green. Tim, explain who you are.
I'm Tim, and I'm busy playing Grand Theft Auto.
How very productive of you.
I know.
All right. So,
Just saw the closed captions on the stream.
Yeah.
same. Okay, that's awesome. Well, again, for anybody who's actually commenting, please bear with us because there is a bit of a stream delay. Even though we don't set a delay, it's YouTube. YouTube at its finest. About 30 seconds to about a minute worth of delay, and then we'll be able to see your flood of comments.
Yeah, and we are all looking at the comment section here, so
I'm refreshing like a madman.
mine
Well,
are
I'm
updating
kind of
automatically, more or less.
Mine don't. I have to refresh. It's either that or I just see the flood of every single comment that we've had just keep popping back up.
See, now Tim just got one in like all caps and exclamations, and
I
what
refreshed
it's
and
at.
there's like 2 in front of it though. Yeah.
So Kestel,
Ahoy.
other
What do
than
I
a
do?
great website, other than a great website and the chat and everything over there and the whole community, what are we talking about here today? What's our rundown?
Other than screwing up the first 3 minutes of a podcast of the first time we actually tried doing something cool?
This is the second
much.
time. Well, this is the first time we've done it really cool, but
True, true. I'm
second
kidding.
live show in a long time, in about
That's
a year, I think.
That's true. Well, Google Hangouts are great. They're convenient, but it's something about the quality. I love the idea of being able to customize everything. Mind you, I'm not so great at it, but I will get better.
yeah, and for live streams, we do also do the daily weekday live streams on Twitch. So I've been doing these all the time. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yes.
So twitch.tv/socialblade gaming. Yeah, we do the daily ones over there, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, you'll be able to see quite a few people. Well, I mean, you're in there. Who else is in there? Sean's the main streamer. But
Yeah, Sean's not on this call or stream here today, but yeah, he's the main guy. You'll often find Tim and I there, and some people I see in the chat are also there. Like Bethel's there quite a lot too.
Apparently, my comments cannot contain links, so I cannot tell people about twitch.tv/socialblade gaming.
Meh.
Joey.
I like to plug socialblade.com/chat.
Yeah, if
because-
you guys
Yeah.
would prefer, and I highly suggest it, please go to socialblade.com/chat.
Yes, I keep saying slash, but it's probably not right.
Apparently, somebody thought that I was female.
What?
I just checked back, and I can't pronounce him. It's that Hoyt Trisroy. I usually try talking to him and all that.
Who is streaming? Socialblade is streaming. Our names are below our pictures, so that should answer your question there, Blaze.
Yeah. Anyway, so a couple of things that I do around the website, aside from the website, is actually I recently launched the Socialblade mobile application for Android. If you haven't actually checked it out, go to the Play Store. There's currently a couple of issues with it, but we're trying to hammer those out. And ooh, Ergo, shiny app. But yeah, from there you can actually check your stats. We will be adding more to it on a regular basis.
Castel, it ate my favorites.
That's one of the issues. I'm still working on it. So don't try to add too many favorites just yet, at least not until the next version.
Stats.
Ooh.
Yeah, and show them the top 10 charts.
Sorry, I have to keep going to the other. So look at
Oh,
my
it's all
phone.
good. It's all good. So yeah, you can go by top 10, by subs, views, and SB rank. We'll be adding, again, more to it, and soon we're going to be trying to expand out of Android.
Yeah. And if you guys didn't see, like this a couple days ago, I think it was Friday, PewDiePie hit 20 million subscribers. It's the most that anyone's ever had.
Yeah,
it's crazy high.
Cool.
Just imagine 20 million people.
Blaze the Polymath. Awesome name. I'm actually hosting the stream. Kestelcaden.
Although it is on the Socialblade channel.
It is on the Social Play channel, but
yeah.
I assumed he meant by who was actually the host, and that's me.
Yeah, I tried to host, and then I got caught up removing comments, so he took over. What was it? Somebody
Yes.
said... We got a question about gaming, if we want to jump in that real fast.
What question?
Bethel Labs Studio says, well, what is in the near future for the Socialblade gaming on Twitch?
Near future is more gaming.
Yeah,
Definitely
we're going to
every
keep trying to
stream.
gain authority on that channel. It's doing pretty well, and it's getting stronger every day. You guys should check it out.
Alex Wasabi go in the Socialblade chat.
That's
itself.
him. Sorry. I am so sorry.
Ergo has the deep voice now, trying to sound sexy. I'm sick. Leave me alone, Alex.
But yes, so apparently sometimes Kestelcaden can be construed as a female username. I regret some of my life choices. That username might be one of them. However, it's still a good username. It's brandable, I guess.
Tio, so just in general, we try to support all platforms here. I think all of us on the call are Android users ourselves, but we know there's a lot of people that use iPhones and iDevices, and we want to make sure that Socialblade is accessible to all devices. And after we get the iOS app out, we're also going to be getting Windows Mobile or Windows Phone, whatever they call it, also go in and other platforms as well. So we're not trying to be exclusive to anything. We hopefully should have the Apple app out, at least submitted to Apple in the next couple of days, and then whatever their approval process is, we'll get it out.
Yep. And as for Torment, 84 views daily, approximately 2,500 views monthly. Not to mention you have to try to make sure you don't have any copyrighted content on your channel.
Yes.
That's
RPM
always
staff does go through every upload, for the most part, at least, I think. And they check. So if you got something, even if it's in private mode, it will get caught. So
Mark, Apple does not get Socialblade first. Ha ha! Take that, Apple. No. I see an interesting question here. Not to get too far off topic. I know you have a couple of things you want to talk
Let's
about.
go off topic.
All right. Well, I just found it interesting.
it's all about the comments. It's about the
From-
audience.
It's about the
Yeah.
interaction and it's what they want.
Exactly. So HPD asked, how did Socialblade start or get together? So those are two pretty different questions. Socialblade, the website in general, has been around for, I think it's gonna coming up to like 6 years or something now. It started as a hobby of mine, actually doing dig stats before YouTube stats, and just I love stats and numbers and helping people out with things. So I just kept adding more to it. Eventually, YouTube stats took off. Um, yeah, just because it was, what I wanted to look at both the times. The people on the call here together, though, I guess we all sort of met each other in different ways. Um, Dave, I'm just looking here. Of the people we have on, at least Dave was the first that I ended up meeting. Dave, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we were on Google Hangouts, and Ergo was like, "You rock," and I was like, "I know I do. Let's start a company."
Not exactly. No, actually, it was kind of random. Through a third party, friend of Dave's. Dave was doing a web show at the time, and I just randomly got a tweet saying, from someone that I knew from YouTube, saying, "Hey, I'm doing an interview, or we do an interview podcast on Google Plus. Our 10 o'clock canceled. It's like 9:35 right now. Do you want to be interviewed?" And I'm like, "Sure." And Dave was one of the interviewers, and basically, pretty much every day since then, been talking to Dave.
We took over Google Plus and
Yeah.
used that like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and it's been a blast seeing Socialblade grow from what it started at. I love it.
Yep. As for Tim, he's I guess the second person of here that
Just kinda
met.
chilling and playing GTA.
Yeah, right. We actually
Right.
used to-
There it
we
I'm
is.
flying a plane.
we used to do public Google Plus Hangouts every couple of days, really, back last year in the fall. And Tim joined one of those when we were in the Socialblade chat room. Again, socialblade.com/chat. And he just also never left. And he sort of got tagged into the crew. And when we found something for him to help out on, he was right there. Kestel.
Yeah, I
was
just
on
ran
there.
into that comment thing.
I'm just everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Now, Kestel, the way he joined the team was he was actually also in the Socialblade chat room. See, if you're noticing a theme here, it's a good place to go.
IRC
And
Chat.
and he actually had just randomly designed a new version of Socialblade, like made some screenshots and sent it to some of our moderators in there, who passed it on to me, and I was like, "Wow, that looks awesome." Kestel, want a job? And I guess the rest is history with that.
Pretty good deal.
Yeah.
But I mean, since then, I've also tried to overextend myself quite a bit.
Mhm.
Sorry, Ergo.
If you guys are having issues with the chat room, I know I just ran into that on the Socialblade account trying to reply to VCTRFS. It'll say error. You usually have to refresh the page, but we suggest if you guys want a better chat, go over to socialblade.com/chat. And we got an IRC set up there, so it'd be much better. And we're checking both of those, so head on over there.
VCTRFS asks, how long do the Socialblade contracts last?
Yes, that's a 1-year contract, as I replied back.
Oh, you
And-
did. Wow.
And it should be clear that Socialblade actually doesn't do contracts. The contracts are with RPM.
Yes.
When you apply through partner through Socialblade, you're getting partnered by RPM, and we just sort of give extra bonuses for applying through us and by promoting you on the Socialblade website.
Helping the community with a referral.
The website definitely gets quite a few views, so it is
Oh, yeah.
beneficial.
Yes.
All right, and last but not least, Tim. Start talking
What am I talking about?
yourself.
Oh, I'm
We're still
just
kind of in the
like
intro
this.
phase. We just didn't quite get through everything.
Oh, I ain't got nothing to say.
Well then, let's move on.
That makes things simple.
Well then, okay, so some of the things that we wanted to talk about. Somebody asked about spotlights. Dave, go at it.
Yes, spotlights. We've
gonna
we've
throw
done
that
the
at
partner
you.
spotlight in the past, and they were really successful actually. But we decided to stop doing them for a while.
That's bright.
You put me on the spotlight, aren't you?
Yes.
Say, that's quite bright.
Why are all those dead pixels on your camera now? Anyway, back to the Partner Spotlight series. This was a sort of promotional piece where people could actually stand up on camera, make a video, and we would upload it to the Socialblade channel and give them a chance to sort of talk about themselves and give themselves a little plug. And we would sort of be scripted out. However, we stopped doing them for quite some time now. However, we've been very long in the works, bringing back a new script, a new way of doing this, which should work out a little bit better and help both parties out, but mostly you, because we love the audience, the community that Socialblade has. So with the next newsletter will allow you guys to apply for what we are calling the Socialblade Community Spotlight series. So you will have to have a camera, you will have to have some decent audio, or we're going to sort of limit this to people that have. We're gonna limit it in a few ways because we're opening this to the public to join. We can't choose everyone, so we got to pick the best of the best. So, and yeah, it may seem kind of cruddy only choosing the best of the best and anyone that has a camera. However, if you guys produce something fantastic that's eye-catching, and people could see you face to face, well, that's really going to help you in the end better because people want that face-to-face communication. So I suggest you guys do something fantastic. So keep an eye out. If you're not part of the email subscription newsletter thing, go over to the Socialblade website. You can put an email in, and that'll get you signed up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. H82BU223 tips on starting a YouTube channel. First and foremost, try to create a brand, something that's easy to remember. Make sure to actually create a YouTube username, because nowadays YouTube channels don't exactly come with those. So custom YouTube username is always beneficial.
Right, which hold on, just to clarify on that. So there's two ways to have usernames on YouTube, or at least most people think there are. You can do one thing and change. Yeah, you can change what your name is displayed as. First off, like if I make a comment, it normally shows up as Jason Ergo now. However, with Jason space Ergo. However, that is not what my YouTube username is. My YouTube username is Ergo6667. You can always change what your name is displayed as, but you can never change your username. So the username part of it is when you go to youtube.com/user/that. That's what your username is, and that, for example, is what you search for on Socialblade. We got a lot of people sort of trying to check their stats and not knowing what a username actually is. They try to search for Jason space Ergo and are not able to find it because that's not an actual username. So sorry for the I don't know what the word is, but
brand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Usernames, channel names do not have spaces. If you're putting a space somewhere, that's most likely the issue.
YouTube usernames in the URL also have the word user in them, not channel.
Yes.
What is RPM? Another network? They are the network.
Yeah.
Yeah, we explained this a little bit earlier. Tattoo works. Is that when you apply for the Socialblade Partner Program, you're applying through us, but you're in contract and paid by Maker Studios, which is RPM network. And you're actually getting more benefits by applying through us. You're put in a list to be promoted.
Isn't their contract also a little bit different?
Their contract is a little bit different. They may do some more different things, or I've never applied direct myself, but I've seen multiple different contracts by them. However, ours have been consistent when you apply through us. So I don't know.
All right, and wait. A couple of other things actually about the whole optimizing a channel. Make sure that you have decent titles. Write full descriptions about what you're talking about. Don't do no descriptions because that won't really help. Make sure to stay social, comment, do all of that. It's great to do all that. Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, even now, especially now.
You don't have a choice now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's before it was a maybe, but now you're kind of forced to it. So.
Yeah. My biggest thing, again, that I always tell people also is if you're starting a channel, or even if you have a channel, make sure the videos you make are not videos that are made just to be consumed. Don't make videos for your viewers. Make videos for yourself. Make a video that you enjoy and you want to share. That way you're actually making something genuine. People normally pick up on that. If they
Agreed.
tell if you make a video that you think is going to get like 1 billion hits, but you're talking about something that you're not interested in, or you're doing it just for the views, people pick up on that, and it's not genuine. So always make videos for you. Make your channel for you first.
Yep.
Then
Yes.
work on the optimization to get other people to see it too.
Too many people focus on income, thinking that YouTube is going to be their main source of income and their only job, and they can quit their day job. It's actually quite hard to do it. And in fact,
Very.
in my mind, it turns into a job itself. But if you like the work, I mean,
I can
there's
say
some
that
regulation
within
here.
the first, half a year or so, I got pretty successful pretty fast. But nowhere was it close to what I'd be able to actually enjoy and be able to just live off of. It does take a lot of hard work, and especially with, optimizing everything, your descriptions, your tags, your titles, commenting, social media, etc., etc. So if you're prepared to do that, it could be very rewarding, especially once all like the feedback and the likes and comments and everything just come flooding, and it continues to motivate you to actually do more. It's great. Just saying.
Yeah. We got another question here that Gringoli passed on to us.
Oh, wow, actually. IRC,
Rat.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm focusing on YouTube comments.
Frazzle Music Mixer. Is the new Google rule that you gotta own everything on your YouTube to monetize it, is that still in the book? Or could I upload a game content without getting affected and get a strike?
Fair
General
use.
rule... The general rule of thumb is don't upload anything that you do not own.
True.
Because copyright law. There are some workarounds like fair use, but that really doesn't stand up in a court of law. So
In
it's-
general, you're still breaking copyright whether you monetize or not. If you upload, re-upload a music video, for example, and you don't monetize it. Well, no, but I'm just using an example.
Okay.
And you don't monetize it, it's just as bad as if you do monetize it. You're still violating copyright.
Yeah, a lot of people get confused with that.
Mhm.
Screw typing this. Hi, Trey. I was going to type that.
Okay.
Hey, Tyler, how's it going?
Question was asked, what am I using to live stream? There's actually a couple things that you can actually use. Right now, I'm actually using XSplit and set up quite a few layers and going through Skype Premium. However, you can use OBS, you can use FFsplit, so don't think that you actually have to pay for something to actually get this done. Just a thing. The only other thing is for uploading and streaming, you do have to have a bit of bandwidth, or at least upload, to actually go through it. At least I'd say 3 megabit.
Is there any kind of recruiting software that you suggest? No.
No.
No recruiting software. No recruiting.
No. 5-second stuff
Yeah.
of nothingness.
I'm partnered with Machinima, but I was wondering, do I get paid from views or ads? And that's from Claire Ninja 47. You should probably ask your network.
Yeah.
Views of ads actually is normally the case.
Yes.
Or
So
clicks.
yeah. Well, yeah. In terms of advertising on, or rather payments on YouTube, it varies ad to ad and network to network. Sometimes contracts do different things, but the sort of general method of doing things is there's ads at the beginning of a video or things that pop up in a video. There's 2 types of advertising methods in general. One's called cost per click, or CPC, and one's cost per mil, or which is CPM. And basically, ads pay out in 2 ways, either by just viewing it or by clicking on it. You don't know necessarily which one's which at the time, but those are, in general, the 2 different ways. So some ads pay by clicking, some ads pay by just viewing. Your various networks might have a contract with you saying that just views in general, but I mean, you'd have to check your contract with that. That's sort of a typical way on YouTube or any advertising-based media.
Yeah.
I'm reading the mod room in IRC.
Oh,
Green Cully commented about Tim.
apparently I
What
should
about
also
me?
change my shirt.
What do you want me? What do you comment about me?
Well, you got to keep reading the chat, dude.
Well,
He likes your camera angle.
Yeah.
Oh. It probably
by
was
like-
something completely opposite.
Yeah, pretty
It
much.
was actually.
Somebody's asking, how do you
Oh,
contact...
you didn't say it was that chat room? What the heck?
I said
He said
mod
mod chat.
IRC chat, yeah.
Oh,
Somebody's
I
asking how
mod.
to contact RPM. That's actually a good question. If you guys have applied and you haven't heard back in a few days, usually a few business days, they get back to you. I'm going to post a link in
Fingers
the... comment won't work. Can't.
No,
Okay.
can't post in the comments.
No links. I just put up a huge red box. Refresh that.
Contents,
make-
no dogs.
Just go to socialblade. What is it? Socialblade.com/chat. Support.socialblade.com.
Support.socialblade.com.
And
You should know that, Dave. Come
We'll
on.
give you-
Yeah.
I know, right? I've
was
only
gonna
been doing
say.
tickets for about a year.
I know.
Almost two now.
And we'll
Fair enough.
give you a link if you have to contact them directly. We have a Maker Max ticket system URL thing. So, but it's basically max.makerstudios.com/ticket.html.
So
Yeah.
You have fun with that URL.
Torment has a very general comment here. Should I do the YouTube partnership or no partnership or with a network in general? I'm sort of expanding on what he actually wrote. But, you have to sort of look at the benefits of each different way and decide what's being offered and what's being taken from each of the different things and find whatever fits you best. Obviously, we're going to recommend applying through Socialblade, but, obviously we're not the only option either. Socialblade is a network neutral site. We provide data and statistics to everyone, so we're friendly with all the other networks as well. And of course,
They
YouTube
like to
directly.
contact us often.
Yeah. YouTube, but partnering directly with YouTube is perfectly fine as well. My own channel, for example, is partnered directly with YouTube. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So you have to just figure out what's best for you.
Go YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, Trey YT says it's been a month since he's applied. Sorry about that. Usually RPM gets back to people. They may lose track of some people. If you haven't done so already, fill out a support ticket at our website and we'll get you fixed up Monday.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do for you.
This is the fun thing. I've been doing support for Socialblade, and the one thing that people really appreciate is the feedback time. I usually get back to support tickets and whatever that I can within 24 hours on a business day. So, yay.
Same here, unless it currently is in the process of being solved, then I leave it as
Yes. There's a few guys that can't apply because they're linked to Google+. We're sort of fixing that. Stay tuned for more.
Fingers
Sorry.
crossed.
Yeah. It's a very complex issue. Thank you, Google.
Partnering directly via YouTube isn't necessarily a bad thing. I've done it myself, and it's fine.
Like I said, that's how my channel's partnered.
Yeah.
It really, again, as I keep saying, it all comes down to what is offered to you. A lot of times through networks, you get offered things like music library.
That's a big benefit.
I already have all the music I need, so I don't need that through a network. Support. You can go to a network for support. I already have all the support I need, so I don't need that. What are some other things? You got promotion. I already have a website called Socialblade, so I don't need to partner through Socialblade myself to do that type of a thing. So I mean, you have to look. Yeah, you have to look again at what things are offered again through the network versus YouTube alone, and see if the features offered are something that you would want basically, and you would have use for, and then make your decision based on that. Again, so what I keep saying.
Fully agree. Yeah. Some people don't benefit from a network, so it's definitely worth looking into and see what they would offer you and what you would benefit from them personally. But don't just sign up thinking, oh, I'm going to explode my channel views, my subscriber counts are going to go up, I'm going to earn more money.
Still have to do the work.
Yeah, he definitely still have to do the work.
One of the things I can say that networks still give, I'm not sure how long this will still be true, but at the moment YouTube shows, not playlists, shows. And for me specifically, I love using shows. Not a lot of people do though.
Kestel, apparently your microphone's a little bit low. If you can boost that. Race
know if I
Grooves
can.
in IRC.
I
Our
just saw
Socialblade
this.
chat says, will Socialblade be in attendance at VidCon again for 2014? Yes,
Most
we will.
likely, and we're actually at the moment sort of working some logistics, but we're most likely going to be at Playlist Live in March in Florida as well.
So
So
get your
look for
tickets
that.
today.
Apparently, I don't know what's going on. My microphone is max. Unless it's Skype, that might be changing that. And I can't check because it'll mess things up. Yay!
Deal with it.
What I could do, actually, everybody's going to kind of see this for a second. I'm going to put the something wrong page on just for a minute, just so I can check this. One moment,
One
guys.
moment, please.
Please stand by. But, I mean, we can keep talking. I'm just checking to see if it's by any chance in here. Nope, apparently it is maximum on here as well.
Charging you $1 a minute for every time this sign goes up, you know?
I'm working on it, I really am. No, okay, so no, it's still max. I don't know what's going on. My microphone is usually really loud.
You can start screaming.
I can start screaming, but that'll kind of interfere with you guys. Anyways, I'm switching back to the 4-person.
It's nice
I'm
and balanced
sorry.
on my side. So what have we covered? We covered a lot. Yeah.
We did cover a lot, and this has been going on for over 30 minutes.
Green Goalie says, Kestel, your microphone sounds fine. So, meh.
Why are people conflicting with my emotions?
Alex Wasabi says, nice. We'll see you all in Florida. Carry again this year.
Yeah. So North Carolina is what he's referring to. We had a YouTube gathering last June. First off, I see Illicit Media in the chat. Illicit Media is our Twitch streamer, Sean. Hey, Sean, how's it going? Anyway, we had a North Carolina YouTube gathering last June. We will definitely be seeing what we can do to organize another one this year. We have to work around different events at different times. VidCon's at a different time this year. I think during when we had the North Carolina one last year. But we're gonna definitely see what we can do because I want to have a North Carolina gathering every year in the Cary Raleigh-ish area.
And
So.
battle quadcopters, right?
Oh yeah, that'll be new.
Quadcopters.
You know,
Yeah.
battling them would be dangerous, but we could probably race them. I'll have to bring mine because it flies at 70 miles an hour.
Clear Ninja 47, what are you guys using? Actually, it's a two-folded answer, I guess.
We're using the internet.
Yes, first off, we're using the internet. It's quite popular these days with the youngins. But no, we're using
He
Skype.
said with the youngins.
Yeah, I know. We're using Skype Premium to do a video group chat, and then we're using XSplit. So these are screen regions. As you can see in a couple seconds, my mouse is going over all these guys' heads.
Hey,
Don't poke me.
Anyway, so
what's it, buddy?
basically that's being fed into XSplit with a whole bunch of layers and fancy effects and a whole bunch of texts and everything, remote texts and blah 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 blah. The list can go on. That's about it. However, you can use FFsplit and you can use OBS. I just use XSplit because it came with my video capture card. Free for a couple months. Yes. AverMedia for the win.
Yay.
Yes. So other than that, I mean...
Random person tried to just add me on Skype, so I declined him.
Aw,
See,
Dave.
Ergo
So
just
you
reacted to the
you
mouse
could
thing.
add me on Skype. I'll accept you.
What?
I don't use Skype as a public thing. It's all business for me, so I will
Same.
decline.
Same.
Yeah. But
I'll
go
add
ahead, Tim.
anybody.
He's
If
cool.
you can find my Skype, I'll add you. I'll actually put my Skype in the chat.
I'm surprised I don't get that many ads because people should know my
Sorry.
Skype. It's quite well public.
I had to just watch the recap there. I wanted to see what the mouse thing looked like. That was awesome. And I just got a Skype message from Sean saying, you have a mouse on your head.
I could just keep doing it. No, it's all good. It's all good.
Hours of entertainment.
Yes. As I start playing around with my cam settings and making myself really bright or colored.
So I see a bunch of people actually talking about YouTube gatherings. So Gone to the Snow Dogs had one at Cedar Point this past September, and looks like they're going to try having another one there. BK saying make it to Charlotte. Charlotte's several hours away from here. I don't know. We'll probably, if I'm hosting one, it'll be up in the Raleigh area. But anyway, in general, I suggest if you guys are wanting to get more into YouTube, there's obviously big events like VidCon and playlists, things like that. But to be completely honest, I think the smaller gatherings that happen in your own neighborhood or not too far away from you are so much better than the big VidCon type ones. I've been going to
Absolutely
YouTube
agree.
gatherings. Yeah, I've been going to YouTube gatherings since 2007 myself. I've been to actually, I think, more, not big gatherings like VidCon than those ones. I've been to ones in like parks in New York City and Philadelphia, and they're just always more intimate. You can talk without like being at a big stage waiting for people or whatever. So yeah, I really highly recommend these little ones if you're able to find one in your area, and if you're not, start one. Tell people about it, and yeah.
Tim,
What would be a
Definitely.
great way to find small
You have
gatherings
a
near you? Is
what?
there some websites where people can sort of post these on? There
What
should be
do you
one
have?
dedicated. Google, why don't you have a website like this?
Ooh, is this a plug for the Social Blade forum, Dave?
That's a good idea. Hey, Socialblade is gonna fill this. So we have some great sections on the Socialblade forums. You can find them all at the navigation bar at the front page, and we got some different sections you can post in. I guess collaborations is a good one, but the lounge is a great place. So if you guys want to start a gathering, or if you know of one, post the information there. Let's get that started.
And
Google don't have to do that.
Tim, there's a question for you. What is that picture on your Skype?
Yeah. A
Oh,
picture
no.
I got off Google Images. I have a whole folder on my computer with random pictures.
There we go. That was pretty much it.
Okay. If you're in IRC, I'll put a picture in IRC, I guess. Of all my pictures.
And somebody asked, where are we all from?
Earth.
Yeah, Earth. Now, as we've been saying, I
Mars.
live in North Carolina, since the Raleigh area. That's why I was having the gathering here.
I'm in New Jersey because, well, I don't know why it's really cold here.
North Carolina, Dave's moving to.
trying to move to North Carolina soon. Houses are expensive.
I think, the only oddball out. Yep. I'm in Canada land.
Hey?
Eh?
So you're not in America?
Well.
No. Not yet. Not yet. It'll be the 51st states someday, maybe.
I don't know about that one, but okay. We might have a few tricks up our sleeve that you guys aren't aware of just yet.
Uh-oh.
Has to do with moose.
A moose? What?
I don't know, I'm sorry. Ignore my awkward Canadian humor. I don't know your ways.
We live in Canada, so I would understand polar bear, but a moose?
They're common-ish in northern Canada. Never seen one.
I never seen one.
No. I'm like the most non-Canadian
I thought-
person.
I thought you had a pet one.
No.
Sorry, Tim. I gotta share what Alex Wasabi wrote. Since you have the top-down camera angle that everyone's been talking about here, first off, people are saying they feel like they're spying on you because
I
it's
know.
just hilarious.
What's
But
happening?
I like what Alex wrote here. Looks like Tim might be thinning a little on the top.
Wow. That is all. Wow.
I can tell you from first-hand experience, Tim has like way more hair than any of us right now, so I don't think he's thinning out on the top.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose my hair. Just saying.
We can cut some duct tape strips and stick
Yeah.
them.
And I agree with illicit media. Ergo, we could just as likely turn into southern Canada. That's what I thought.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Random question, what do you guys think of Ray William Johnson ending equals 3? I don't even know that was happening.
Where have you
I
been?
heard of it. Yeah.
Really?
At the beginning of the year / end of last year, a whole bunch of YouTube celebrities joined the Justin Bieber retiring thing, and
Oh.
Ray was one of them, saying equals three is ending. Which I personally I don't watch the show. It's not my type of YouTube, but
Apparently, I watch it every day religiously. So
apparently. No, but I mean, that's great that he's in a place where, he can move on, try something different. And obviously, still make residuals on all the old episodes, I'm guessing.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't follow him
Wow.
as much as I used to. What, Tim? Or do we even
Look-
want to know at this point?
Look what Green Gilly said.
Time to
Kester
go
Caden looks
back.
like he should be in the opening credits of the Brady.
It's a story of a man named Castle.
How does that work? Is it my hair?
It's the infinite
Mhm.
white.
So they always had colors in the
And he
back.
can look down, and I can look up. And
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, this is an efficient podcast-ish layout that many channels are kind of doing, so I figured, hey, why not? We can do it too. We have a 4-person, 3-person, 2-person, 5-person, starting soon section, something wrong, and a few others that I created
can
randomly.
we do a
today.
100-person?
Can we have a three-way?
Tattoo Works. That's a really good question.
Oh, wait.
He has a technical question here. He's asking, why does YouTube videos for me playing in Chrome skip, drop audio, and get out of sync? I honestly, I can't tell
I
you
never
the
have
answers to
that.
Well, no, but I have had that in the past. Not in Chrome, though. I actually used to use Firefox, and the reason I switched to Chrome was because of this exact issue. Eventually, it fixed itself. It's got to be something with Flash or a video card driver, maybe. I found that if you right-click in your video player, go to Settings, one of the tabs has Enable Hardware Acceleration. Sometimes turning or switching that from on to off or vice versa did resolve it for me. Try that. Maybe it'll help, but Chrome has Flash embedded in it, or, included with it, so you might just have to wait for the new version to help. Sorry. Good question, though. I like it.
The Austere Wizard asks, you guys should get partners on as guests. Funny, you
Hey.
should mention that.
Yeah, we forgot to cover this.
It's something that we may be trying in the future for some of our podcasts, depending on some of the
Yes.
things that we talk. I mean, if it's a live Q&A where we want to get certain things out, that might not be as possible, but you never know.
Yeah, we were talking about this because I was thinking about it earlier today. I was like, you know what? What are we all about? We're about the community and interacting with you guys. So we want you guys to jump on camera on some of these episodes, and we're going to have more interaction from you being on camera with your uploads and the Community Spotlight series coming
Exactly.
out. And so, yeah,
I
look
think it'd
forward
be
to
a
that.
great idea to try to do that. We'll see how it works, and if it's good, then we'll keep going for it.
Dan, we
Is
love
that
having
okay with
friends
you,
on the
Virgo?
stream.
Yeah, no, we talked
Okay.
about that
I'm just checking with the boss.
earlier.
We might not have mentioned this to him.
So it's just a random question in here, Tio, saying in some countries there are YouTubers that have millions of users subscribed, but other YouTubers have very few. Why is that? I mean, different countries, people use YouTube differently, just like any website. Some countries obviously don't even have many people that have a computer. If your
Or
content
access to
is,
YouTube.
Interestingly, Socialblade is used extremely widely worldwide. I don't know what I'm trying to say or word that,
It's
but
widely
anyway,
used.
yes, it's actually the U.S. is not the majority of people that use Social Blade. We're viewed all over the place, which we love. We love everyone, but I mean it's the same thing with YouTube. People. That's an extremely hard question to answer there. People use YouTube differently.
In the IRC, JD Car 98 says Chrome is bugging out of me on Windows 8.1 now. Fix, use Windows 7.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And Sean's trolling us in the stream saying, I want to be on a stream.
I don't know
Sean,
if we should
Illicit
let him.
Media. Illicit Media, again, is our twitch.tv/socialblade gaming streamer. So you can hang out with him on Monday.
Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He gets
Wait,
a lot of
today's Sunday?
FaceTime.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
like
were
this
gonna-
this time tomorrow, Sean should be live on
Yeah.
Socialblade Gaming.
Twitch.tv/Socialblade Gaming. Sorry.
Is it front slash or forward slash?
I like saying
So-
front slash. I don't know why.
so
I didn't
Dave,
say slash slash.
How
Slash.
about would people apply or whatever to be on the next one of these live streams? 'Cause it looks like some people are interested.
Yeah,
Socialblade chat.
Social
Yeah,
play
that-
chat.
we haven't worked out details, but sources tell me that Social Blade Chat would be.
We
how are they
kind
gonna
of
apply
just
for
came up with this.
Yeah, we'll probably with the next newsletter coming out, fill in more details on how to apply. So
We'll definitely have to figure something out.
In general, though, as we've been saying, we have the socialblade.com chat where there's a lot of great people in there all the time. I would imagine if you hung out in the chat room there, Dave, who's also there all the time, will probably ask or be able to ask in there if anyone's interested, a couple of days in advance and see if we can line up a couple of people to join us.
yeah,
Now, of course, it'll be highly experimental and all that, but it'll be kind of
Yeah.
fun.
we would prefer a webcam of some sort, so we don't get a random image.
That would be kind of nice, even though...
No XSplit on screen the whole time.
Yeah, true. No lion mouse, Tim.
Green,
Oh,
yeah. Green Gully says there could be a form post. I think we're gonna do like a submit form or something, Green Gully, and
Potentially, yeah.
yeah, we'll have some form to fill out through Google or something that we could check off what the user's name is, when they're available, and we'll sort of schedule it to a calendar.
Well, the availability is going to be we always do this on like the weekend at night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
So-
We were thinking about this earlier. Maybe this is a little bit too late, 9 p.m. Eastern. We may bump it up a little bit
Potentially
early.
a little late, but I mean, if we only do like an hour stream, I don't think it's that bad on a Sunday night.
We can get carried on though, like we did for the. I don't even know how long we've been going. 51 minutes.
Yeah. Well, the first 4 minutes.
Jeez. Look what Tim just made. Look at what Tim just made. It's in the Social Blade chat.
Oh,
I don't know if you can show that on stream.
I can't open it because it might open up on my second window.
Forget it. I'll just do this. Look at this. Look at this.
Really, Tim? The
It
Kestel
keyed out
bunch.
so well.
That is awesome. Thank you, Tim. Thank you.
That's how
I
we
knew he
became
was working so
podcast
hard.
all bunch.
Oh my god.
I need to download this and set it as the stream for like 2-3 minutes. Just to let it sink in.
Yeah,
Nice.
To
Thank
we
you,
do
Tim.
have a Android application now. You can go to the Play Store or go to what is it? ergo.co/app.
No.
Yep.
SP app, I think. Tim made the
Yep.
link.
I was gonna say the Android app isn't up yet, but I'm still
Yeah,
trying to
it's-
work on.
ergo.co/SBAPP. And that's CO, not COM.
Yes.
Keep in mind that this is the initial release and it is buggy, so if you care about your favorites,
There's one bug that we know of. It's not
One.
buggy.
one.
One thing doesn't
It's
work.
in there.
It only works
Nice
some.
including.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, as we talked about at the beginning, we should have it on iOS very shortly too.
Hopefully,
Yes.
fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
The challenge for me is to try to get a system that works both on Android and iOS. So the way that I'm doing the databases and the stuff behind the scenes is kind of interesting. So that'll be fun. Especially once I figure out this whole entire favorite bug.
Mm. You should probably get some raid. Spray that around.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks.
No
I highly
problem.
appreciate it.
Kills
Thank you for
bugs
that.
fast.
Now, we kind of talked about this, but kind of not. The Social Blade newsletter. Let's go.
Ergo likes to write them, so we launch them quite monthly.
Yeah, we haven't had one in a little while. We'll
We are
definitely
planning.
yeah.
It's
We
gonna be a
have
good one.
quite a bit
Yeah.
to announce and
Yeah.
get people back into the fold.
It's
Yep.
gonna be like a dictionary when it comes out because we haven't released one.
Well, does it have to be monthly? Can we like
Hey.
do a couple of newsletters this month and see how it goes?
I could do one
Being a
every
monthly
day if I
fee.
wanted to, but that's not gonna happen.
That would probably just annoy people.
I know.
Yeah, I would start spam filtering you.
Yeah.
You mean you haven't already?
Subscribed.
Actually, no. The last email that got sent from Ergo did go into my spam folder wrongly, but
So, random off topic, JD Car 98 wrote, "Wow, I just noticed Sonic is no longer on a ball."
Wow.
Now,
it's
for
back
people
there
that
somewhere.
might not know what he's talking about, Dave used to sit on an exercise ball all the time.
He's always sitting on his balls.
Tim. Welcome to the podcast.
Is it a podcast, Castellan? That's the right word.
Vlogcast?
There you go.
I could sit on this, but I might fall.
The first
Do it.
vlogcast.
Do
I
it.
guess.
No.
Oh,
Dave, do it.
God. Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you're going to put that on the chair and then try sitting on it, that'd be pretty hot.
Yeah,
I don't think that'll work out the way you're planning on it.
this is true.
Okay. As long as you're aware of this.
Can't recline on this though.
I'll stand on my glass desk.
Oh, no.
Don't.
Am I always having to be the voice of reason?
I don't understand this comment. Ergo is looking more sympathetic. What?
It might
What do
be
you
a
mean? Yeah.
translation thing. You might look sick.
Oh, well, yeah.
Just saying. Yeah, Ergo, give us some media passes. Sorry, I just saw one of the comments. To PAX East. I wish we could get media passes. Just saying.
Nice. I do have a camera.
Yay
I
for
can follow
cameras.
people around with a camera and pretend I'm professional.
Sometimes that's all you need.
I could harass people by staring at them through the window.
What the hell?
Trey is asking, what is better, YouTube partnership or RPM? It depends.
Yeah,
It
it really
Race
depends.
Yeah, we've talked about that a couple times already. And Race Groove says the better word is videocast. I like that.
I do
VideoCast,
like
nice.
But vlogcast is cool too.
Socialblade VideoCast #1. I'll change that. It's now the VideoCast.
Vcast.
Podcast is not the right word. I
Yeah,
know that.
no.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah, Illicit Media, what the hell? You got me sick. I don't know how, but
Some people.
I
Really,
did
some
drive by Philadelphia recently.
I'll do
Maybe
it.
you just coughed and I caught it on the drive from the highway.
Ben, I'll definitely change that to the VideoCast. That sounds about right. Are there any other comments or anything else that somebody wants to mention, talk about?
It's sort of wrapping it up now because we've covered all that we had on our schedule.
True. Well, hold
And
on.
had a
Let's
lot of
see.
fun.
No, community spotlight newsletters, mobile applications, current bugs, future plans, etc., etc. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Plus all the other stuff that we talked about that just didn't fit in everywhere or
And
anywhere.
as I said, that Green Gully in our mod room says, it's been an hour. You're going to wrap this up soon?
We can go on for another
Nice,
2.
funny. Yeah, let's go for another 5
Sorry,
rounds.
we're boring you, Green Gully. Just kidding.
Just saying.
Dave has a random hardware question. Your mic, what is it?
It's beautiful. It's what it is.
It's a work of art.
No, I use a very expensive and probably way too complicated and very annoying system with
Which
XLR.
is obviously kind of cutting out right now for some unknown reason.
Yeah.
It's cutting out on my end too. Yeah,
It's definitely cutting out on ours.
Sorry.
I'm kidding.
I'm trying to figure out what it is. I've been battling audio issues for about a month now since I've installed the
Ouch.
game. But this is a Heil PR22 UT. It's a professional grade microphone. It's got XLR connections, so you can't really plug it into USB unless you have a USB audio interface. So yeah, I expect to pay about $100 for this mic, and maybe another 100 or so for the audio interface. And you too can have crackling audio.
Not bad. Like the
I
setup.
spent more than that though. That's the sad part.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually got asked a question. What operating system are we using? Primary operating system, I guess.
Good
Windows
question.
7.
Same.
Windows Millennium Edition.
Oh, jeez.
Technically, I was on Windows 7, but now I'm on Ubuntu, or Ubuntu, depending on how you want to pronounce it, and how much you want to annoy the original creator of it, who personally likes to call it Ubuntu.
Ooh,
Windows 7 Ultimate.
I always
Yeah.
call it Ubuntu.
I always call it Ubuntu, and then all of a sudden I hear him talk, and it's like Ubuntu. I'm like, what?
Mm.
I don't know. Whatever.
Linux.
Linux. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, if you guys have any other questions, again, feel free to leave them in YouTube and or our Socialblade IRC chat. IRC chat's a lot quicker, but, you know, it'll be good either way.
Again, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, socialblade.com/chat. There will be most likely someone in there that you can talk with, asking any questions about YouTube. It's a great place to go and just hang out. You'll find people of all different YouTube statuses there, we'll say, from beginners to experts. So it's just a great place to go, ask questions, and hang out.
Word of advice, if you jump in for like 2 seconds and say hi and then jump out, it's not really going to work for you. Stick around for a few minutes. Sometimes people are slow to respond. We do have our slow times, but we do have our fast times, so...
Yeah, a lot of us are there in the room, but are doing other things also, and we check it every few minutes or so.
Yes.
You're crackling.
Sorry.
Dave's just eating Rice Krispies.
Anyone want to buy me an audio interface that doesn't crackle?
Somebody mentioned... Oh, no, wait, that wasn't a question. Okay. Is Twitch TV good for live streaming games? Yes, it is. You should check out the Social Blade Twitch gaming channel. Twitch.tv/Socialblade Gaming.
There you go. And we'll be live again tomorrow at... Well, on Mondays we just start a little bit later, so around like 8:30. Tuesday through Friday, it's about 7 Eastern.
And they're doing a great job over there. How many followers do you guys have now?
Over 5,000.
Enough.
You can check the Social Blade website for Twitch followers now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we actually just started the Twitch stream a couple of months ago, and we've been pretty happy how things are growing on there.
You guys are at 5,850 followers, and you guys skyrocketed pretty much because you started... October 1st-ish. That's fairly decent. Going a lot faster than some people out there.
If you have 50k subs, you can get a media pass for PAX East.
So you're basically saying that I need to work for another half a year on YouTube just to get a media pass.
Or Socialblade already has over 50,000. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
As I smile. As I look back at XSplit and it looks horrible, so I wish I would never have done that, but it's too late now. It's on the internet. It's going to be everywhere. Just saying. Horrible angle. Anyway. Oh, sorry, Tim, I kind of moved the mouse over you for a second.
Oh, I had to watch that.
No, it was like for a split second. I'm just kind of...
Oh, I full screened my window.
Just like flick it out of the way. That's what I was doing.
In that case, I'll just put it over your head, Ergo.
Hey!
No, it's all good.
Oh.
Do you guys want to talk about anything else, or are we kind of going to be wrapping up over here?
So let's wrap it up.
Kessler, can you wrap up with a rap?
You can't see it, but I'm staring at the webcam blankly.
Yo, listen here. This is... No, I can't.
I was going to say, don't make me do that. I just no. Just no. What are some of the best tips for growing a YouTube channel?
Have fun.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And don't forget to, again, optimize, use social media, all that jazz. It does take a lot of work, but it is rewarding if you put the time into your channel and help it grow. Kestel Caden, 2014.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, thank you guys for actually being a part of this Social Blade video cast number 1. Are we going to be doing these weekly or bi-weekly or
They
on
are
the fly, randomly?
They're bi-weekly, every other Sunday. First Sunday of the week, we do a YouTube tip of the week, which is not weekly either, because it's also bi-weekly. And
So much confusion. Can't we just do these weekly?
YouTube tip, and we do live streams. Oh my god, yeah, right? Because I can't keep up doing videos every week.
We're just talking. You can do it.
I just saw the mouse thing go on my screen.
I'm sorry.
That was
There we go.
awesome. That was awesome.
If
No,
you
That
guys
was a
really
long
want,
delay.
yeah,
I
if you
know.
guys really want to see these live streams weekly, let us know. And
Yeah, leave us
maybe we'll do
comments.
that.
Tell us. I mean, we're trying something new, right? We're a little bit more laid back. We're still trying to have a little bit of fun. We're trying to answer as many questions as possible. So if you guys like the format, leave comments down below, or just tell us on IRC Chat or in the forum or in support tickets. I'm sure Dave will love getting swarms of those.
I love support. Don't do that.
Do it! Send them your love with muffins.
Thanks, HPD.
Am I gonna get like attachments, pictures to muffins now?
Send them pictures of muffins.
I
Alright,
see
I got you.
next Photoshop job. Dave and a muffin. Half Dave, half muffin. His new Skype icon.
Oh, God.
Alright, I got this.
Alright, do you guys want to say anything?
Thank you for the support tickets.
Thank you ahead of time for those support tickets as well.
Mm,
Oh, Dave, you probably won't get any from that. Don't worry. Yes.
oh,
you
I'll
will.
get them.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Yes.
Oh, it'll be funny.
Keep getting people trying to add me on Skype.
I'm not done this.
I had like 12 people add me on Skype.
Yeah.
Really?
I accepted them
Skype
all.
people. Sorry.
Well, either way, this has been pretty much it. And again, if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, inquiries, and pretty much whatever type of word you want to add in there, feel free to message us on the Socialblade chat, socialblade.com/chat, and or Socialblade, well, that is Socialblade IRC. Forums or support tickets, all that jazz.
It's all available through that navigation bar at socialblade.com.
The special navigation bar, which I kind of want to modify again.
Don't touch it. It's already there.
It's already working.
Don't break it again.
Yes, yes, yes. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. My name's Castle Caden. We've, there's Ergo 6667, Sonic Orb Studios, and Modest Tim. This has been the #1 VideoCast for Socialblade, and we will be trying to do these bi-weekly, weekly, or monthly. We're not sure yet.
Let
We'll
us
find
know.
out
We
soon.
want your feedback. Yeah.
Exactly. Give us your feedback. Until next time,
Have fun.
thank you, Tim.
Night, everyone.
Good night. Dave, say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
There we go. Much better.